Sometimes life feels like a blur. Days pass, tasks multiply, and yet clarity never comes. You make plans, but they are scattered. You chase goals, but the path keeps shifting. That frustration is not new. Centuries ago, the samurai faced the same challenge. They knew the solution was not more effort or endless busyness, but mastery of planning itself, a plan rooted in purpose, simplicity, and disciplined action. This is not about doing more. It is about moving with quiet strength, with deliberate steps that honor your values and align your spirit with each choice you make. Chapter 1. The Weight of Uncertainty. Life often feels like a series of motions repeated endlessly, where each day blends into the next. Tasks multiply, goals shift, and decisions seem to pile on without clarity. In such moments, the mind feels heavy, burdened by unfulfilled intentions and scattered focus. This experience is not unique to the modern world. Even the samurai faced moments when the path forward appeared obscured. Their solution was never frantic action or relentless busyness. Instead, they cultivated a deep awareness of direction, understanding that clarity begins not in movement, but in stillness and observation. The first step toward mastery is recognizing the weight of uncertainty and learning to confront it with presence. Chapter 2. The Lesson of Silence. Before a samurai engaged in battle, he did not rush into action. First came silence, a deliberate pause to calm the mind and set aside distraction. This quiet was not emptiness, but preparation, a way to observe the self without judgment. Modern life rarely allows such pauses. The mind is constantly drawn to notifications, obligations, and competing desires. Yet, the principle remains universal. Clarity cannot be forced. It must be nurtured. By sitting in stillness, observing thoughts and impulses, one begins to separate what is urgent from what is essential. In these moments, the mind learns to steady itself, and the spirit begins to sense direction. Silence is the foundation upon which all deliberate action is built. Chapter 3. Seeing the True Objective. Once the mind is quiet, the samurai sought to understand purpose. Every mission, every movement was guided by a clear question. What is the reason for this action, and what outcome serves the greater path? Without such understanding, effort becomes aimless, and energy is wasted on distractions or empty victories. In our lives, we often chase multiple goals without pausing to examine whether they align with our deeper values. The samurai teach us that clarity of purpose transforms action from random activity into meaningful steps. Seeing the true objective does not require complexity. It requires honesty and careful reflection, identifying the single path that holds the most value for the mind and spirit. Chapter 4. Structuring the path. With purpose in mind, the next step is structure. The samurai did not create exhaustive lists or convoluted plans. They simplified the path into essential direct steps. Each step was designed to be achievable and aligned with the objective, allowing focus to remain undivided. This principle applies to modern life. Planning is most effective when it clarifies, not confuses. Breaking goals into manageable, intentional actions reduces overwhelm and cultivates confidence. A well-structured path directs energy efficiently, turning intention into measurable progress. The mind thrives on clarity, and the act of simplifying a plan is itself an exercise in discipline and refinement. Chapter 5. The Discipline of Elimination. Simplicity is incomplete without the deliberate removal of what does not serve the goal. The samurai practiced this rigorously, cutting away distractions, unnecessary possessions, and non-essential obligations. The principle is not deprivation, but precision. Every action and commitment should support the chosen path. In daily life, this may mean declining social invitations that scatter focus, reducing digital clutter, or letting go of projects that no longer align with purpose. Each elimination creates mental space, allowing the mind to concentrate fully on what matters. Discipline in removal sharpens focus and strengthens resolve, proving that mastery is as much about subtraction as it is about addition. Chapter 6. Consistent attention. A plan is only as powerful as the attention it receives. The samurai returned to their strategy daily, reviewing intentions, and reaffirming commitment to each step. This consistency built resilience, ensuring that even under pressure, their focus did not waver. In contemporary life, repeated attention to a plan embeds it in habit, guiding the mind toward deliberate action instead of reaction. Even brief structured reflection, 5 minutes in the morning or evening, reinforces alignment and reminds the spirit of its purpose. Mastery is not achieved in a single moment, but through the cumulative effect of deliberate, recurring attention. Chapter 7. Presence in action. Once the path is set, the samurai walked it fully present. Action was executed with awareness, each movement aligned with intention. This presence transformed ordinary tasks into exercises in mastery. Modern distractions often fragment attention, making even purposeful work feel shallow or chaotic. By cultivating presence, each step, decision, or conversation becomes meaningful. Focused action ensures that energy is not dissipated and that every moment contributes to progress. The samurai principle teaches that mastery lies not in rushing toward the future, but in moving deliberately in the present with clarity and honor. Chapter 8. Resilience and adaptation. Even the most disciplined plan encounters change. Circumstances shift, obstacles arise, and unexpected challenges test resolve. The samurai adapted without losing sight of their purpose, adjusting tactics while remaining anchored to their guiding principle. Flexibility within structure allows the mind to respond without being derailed by frustration or fear. Resilience is cultivated when the spirit returns to the path after deviation, reaffirming alignment with values. By combining steadfast direction with adaptive skill, one navigates complexity without surrendering clarity. The art of planning is thus inseparable from the art of steady, thoughtful adaptation. Conclusion. And so the practice continues, quietly and deliberately, not for recognition or applause, but for the mastery of self and the alignment of action with purpose. Each small choice, each refined step, builds strength that is invisible yet enduring. The mind, once scattered, grows steady. Intention, once elusive, becomes clear. Time and patience shape character, and the rhythm of repeated attention reveals insight where there was once distraction. In the calm of consistent practice, the ambitious mind discovers that progress is not hurried. It is cultivated slowly, consciously, and with wavering presence. The plan is not a tool of control, but a reflection of discipline, guiding life with clarity, purpose, and quiet strength. Each deliberate choice, each thoughtful refinement of action reinforces this quiet mastery. The mind, once scattered, becomes steady. Intention, once wavering, becomes certain. Time and patience shape not only skill, but character, and the rhythm of repeated mindful effort brings clarity where confusion once reigned. In the stillness of reflection, aligned with deliberate action, the disciplined mind understands that true mastery is not rushed. It is grown slowly, consciously, and with unwavering attention to the path one chooses to walk.